Hello, welcome to the podcast. Thank you for joining us. Last second deep jump on here. We are having the war room of the Green Bay Packers in the 2025 Epic Mock live on Twitter. We have 32 GMs, 32 different people with multiple podcasts simultaneously live drafting for the Epic Mock. I am going to be your GM for the Green Bay Packers. Round one is tonight from 6:30 to 11, or once it's completed. And then tomorrow, same time, 6:30, will be rounds 2 and 3. And then Saturday will be rounds 4 and 5, just like the regular NFL draft coming up in 2 weeks. So the draft starts here in about 8 minutes. The Packers have already made one trade before we started this NFL draft. Earlier today, we traded Jair Alexander to the Indianapolis Colts for pick 117, which is a 4th-round pick, straight up. So Jair is no longer a Green Bay Packer in this scenario. I am going to try to keep this as realistic as possible of what I think Brian Gutekunst is going to do on draft night and draft day. I am going to go off previous history of going off of top 30 visits, Senior Bowl visits, everything we've done there. We've been pretty realistic, and we usually draft the players we bring in or we talk to. I mean, there might be a time where I don't take them because of situation or value or whatever it may be. But my current plan for tonight is to take best player available, which we usually do, young, raw, athletic player. Most likely going to target defense, maybe wide receiver if one of the wide receivers fall to us and it's one of the guys we have talking to. I mean, we've looked at a little bit at McMillan from Arizona, but we've done a lot of homework on Matthew Golden at Texas. We brought him in for a visit, as well as Brian went down to Texas for the pro day at Texas. So Matthew Golden is another target potentially for tonight. We have looked at Imawari Mbaka from Ohio State, wide receiver. He could be another guy at 23. In that scenario, I don't know if I would take him at 23. I think I would look at more trading back and try to get him. I'm not saying it's not good value at 23 for him, but there's other players. I think if he's on the board, I don't think he'd be my first choice. I mean, Michael Williams is another chance. James Pierce. I mean, there's a lot of guys I'm looking at for tonight. We'll see how it goes and see what happens. The draft goes live here in 6 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just go on pause here for a second so I can, of course, I'm saying hater there. So let me update that and get this out to the other folks that are in this. And we're going to have multiple people coming and going tonight and joining us. I'm going to invite other Green Bay Packer fans to join. If you're a Green Bay Packer fan and you want to join tonight and discuss what you think you would like us to see to do tonight, all you have to do is click on the link that I'm going to be sharing here shortly, and then everybody could come in and we could talk about what you would like to see, what your thoughts are for the upcoming night in 2 weeks for the Green Bay Packers. So let me go ahead and get some of that to the side and get going, and then we'll get more into it. So let me share this stream. Hold on. Sorry, folks. I'm still here. I'm trying to. All right. We are live. We are good to go. I am going to have to try to do the best possible I can here on keeping people up to date with everything that's going live. I will tweet out all the picks and the other mocks. You can be following around. All you have to do is follow the hashtag Epic Mock 2025, and you can be able to see all the other podcasts and other war rooms that are live right now for this draft. I am going to try to share and follow along on my Excel sheet as well here so you all can see what is happening live as well and try to keep up to date with the mock draft that is happening. So hopefully it looks like, I don't know if that's accurate. I see a pick. I don't know if we're not officially live, so I do not know if that is the official pick. So I'm going to wait and see before I say anything and make sure that is accurate. Chris is texting me, my co-host, telling me he wants to set me up and he doesn't know I'm already up and live. Hold on, folks. Let's get, where is this bad boy at? Okay, here it is. So we're going to go ahead and share my screen. Sure. All right. So this is the mock. Here are the rules of the NFL draft. Everything's available. We're allowed to talk about picks, players, and talk about anything and everything. This is all about content and talking about and getting more situational awareness for the upcoming draft in 2 weeks. Here are all the hashtags and people you can follow for your teams. If you're not a Packer fan, here are all the people who are drafting for your teams right here in front of you. If you have any questions on somebody who you would like to follow or see, just shoot me a message and I can gladly give you their information so you can jump over there. The pink people, the purple people are live with their own rooms, war rooms, and pink are people who are just doing it on the side with no live mocks. So everybody purple you see on here has a live going mock right now, war rooms that you can go follow and listen to. The draft selections, here they are. So we are a little behind. So the first picks have been made. We have Cameron Ward going to the Tennessee Titans. No shock there. I think the first shock is that Shedeur Sanders is going at 2. I don't think that happens on draft night. So, but Shedeur Sanders is going to the Cleveland Browns, then following up with the Jacksonville Jaguars making a trade for their third-round pick. Jacksonville gave up a 2026 and fifth round this year. And then also I'm assuming they gave up their fifth-round pick over. So the Giants fell down a little picks so the Jaguars can come up and get Hunter, which I don't think the Giants would move and not take Hunter there. That's a weird trade for the Giants. I'm curious on what they're looking at doing. And then obviously I think the home run pick here is that Abdul Carter goes to the Patriots. And honestly, let's be honest, if Abdul Carter is sitting there on pick 4, the New England Patriots will probably be rushing up onto the podium that night and wanting to follow along. I thought I had chats there and I was trying to follow up. So those are the 4 picks currently going on. Again, the Packers hold pick 23. So we'll see what happens there here shortly with the picks. And waiting on for the upcoming picks. The Packers, like I mentioned earlier, we are looking at most likely defense in round one. The Packers have done a lot of homework on defense and O-line in the top 30 visits, and as well as at Senior Bowls and other visits at the Combine. Chris, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me. That's not what I want. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to do multiple things by myself to keep this active. I am going to. Dude, I don't. Sorry. The 5th pick is in, and we have, hold on. Tyler Warren, tight end from Penn State, was selected for the New York Giants. I don't hate that. Hater joined. I heard it, but I don't see it. How do I let you in, Hater? How the hell do I let you in? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time, folks. Yeah, it's on the side. That's not helpful. I don't see anything that's showing that you're waiting on there, my good man. I'm guessing guest. It says add guest, but it doesn't say team. It doesn't show anybody that says I can add anybody. This is what happened. Why don't you just sign in, Chris? Do you know how much easier that would make my life? I need you to be here and show me how to do this. So, yeah, Tyler Warren. Chris, I'm trying to do things, dude. You're killing me. Killing me. It doesn't show you here to sign in. Sorry, folks, I did not get to eat. So I'm going to sit here and eat my cold McDonald's while trying to talk about this draft. And Ashton Genty went to the Las Vegas Raiders for pick 6. So currently, let's try to blow this up. So we currently have Cameron Ward going pick 101, Shador Sanders going pick 102, Travis Hunter going to the Jacksonville Jaguars with the trade. Tyler Warren went before after Abdul Carter to the New England Patriots. Like I said, I think if Abdul Carter falls to the Patriots at 4, the New England Patriots or the Detroit Lions happy. And Detroit Lions happy with Aiden Hutchinson falling to them at pick 102 that day when the Jacksonville Jaguars took Trayvon Walker. The Giants to fall down. Brunelli Sports joined.
Haha, I'm here.
You're here, but I don't see you. He just automatically let you in? You're in my spot. So we're currently, sorry, I have not ate. We're live in the epic mock. We're 6-minute picks. Everybody has 6 minutes to make their pick. Currently, we're at pick 107. Cameron Ward, Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Tyler Warren, and Ashton Genty. The New York Jets are on the clock. They have until 6:47 to make their pick. So I'm still shocked that Shador Sanders went at 102. I do not see that happening draft night. I'm stuffing my face. I don't care. I'm starving. I do like that it says that people have joined. But it does. I don't. How do you join? Like, how do you let people in? That I didn't get.
I'm putting it up on the right hand. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
On the left hand side.
The right hand
side. You'll click this and team, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the hide the screen, right?
No, how do you hide the screen? That's what I've been trying to figure out. How do you hide the screen?
So, send me a picture of the screen.
Yeah, I can do that. This is what happens when I take control for the first time. Learning by fire. Learning by fire. I had people approach me to trade for Ashton or Romeo Dobbs. Like people, would I want to trade more players? I traded Jair Alexander. Yeah, I would like to trade more players, but is it realistically something Brian Gutekunst is going to do? No, it's not. So I'm not going to do it. What you got there, bud?
Okay. So, right here on the right hand side, and see my phone.
No, I can't. It's too. Hold on. Let me see something. Can I just Stop sharing. All right, now there. Now I can see you're bigger. Show me your phone.
Oh, okay, so, oh my goodness, I did not. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna work that way.
Yeah.
And I'll just circle on like, what did you do? Like that.
Sure.
Now where's that screen go? Where's the,
Right here.
oh, there we go.
That I get. Sharing and everything, but like adding, kicking people out, that I'm just not.
Okay, hold on. You'll have to, so when you have someone come join,
Yeah.
you'll have to scroll down and they'll be on the bottom.
See, yeah, how do you scroll down? Like, I was trying to do that, but
You have a mouse?
no, I don't.
Then you use the trackpad and then
Yeah, I see. Like, I can't get below. I can just see you. You can see that photo. That's all I can see of that's under my stream. Like, I don't even see you, and I can't get it to.
that's because you put it on Spotlight.
How the hell did I do that?
That I can do it.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I can tell you that much. No, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
But see, even when I tried, I can't scroll down to see where you're at on the right-hand side.
So hold on your trackpad, hold, put 2 fingers down, and then go up and down.
Well, I tried to do that, but it's not letting me do that either. I need to find my mouse. It might not let. Yeah, fuck it. That's why I couldn't join you. It was sitting there at the bottom, and I can't scroll down, and like I can't. Even if I click over there, it won't let me. You know, like how sometimes once you're on a section, you can like move up and down. It's not letting me do anything on that side. I mean, I have an old crappy fucking Google Acer here, or what, a Google Chromebook, so it's not like I have the leap to delete.
But you don't have an Apple.
Yeah.
So that is one. Where's round one? What's this mock called?
Epic Mock 2025.
Epic Mock. Hashtag Epic Mock. What are you eating? I'm starving. I think I've ate all day.
Dude, all right. Here it is. It took me an hour and a half to get home. So it took me over an hour to get to Jasper, which should only take me 50 minutes. It took me about 20 minutes longer. Then I go to McDonald's just to pick up something really quickly to grab dinner, you know. And then it took me 30 minutes at McDonald's. I sat in the drive-thru at McDonald's for 30 minutes to get my dinner.
Is one word or 2 words?
What's that?
A war room is one word or two words?
What word?
Here, hold on. I'm going to change the color. There we go.
I am talking to the Saints general manager right now, and I'm texting him to keep him up to date because he's out to dinner. Oh, wait. Huge trade just happened. So the Jets were on the clock, and the Chicago Bears come flying up. So New York Jets get 10, 39, 233 in the 2026 second round. Chicago gets 7 and 42. Who are the Bears coming up to get for all that? That is a lot.
What
Mason Graham.
Mason Graham?
Yep.
Wow, okay. The Bears really wanted Mason Graham. That's what a Mason pick.
So it looks like the Saints are thinking about Jackson Dart, McMillan, or Will Johnson for their next pick, or for their first pick. He said he would sprint to the podium if it was Mason Graham. But
well, that's not happening.
I still like Sanders is not going to 102. Like, that's just not happening right. He could. I mean,
it is possible.
Yeah, you can't never say never in the NFL draft.
How do you like the font?
It's too hard to read.
But it's probably only 2 seconds good.
That right there, perfect.
Right there? Okay.
Right there. What are you gonna do for dinner there, Chris?
I have no idea. No idea.
Oh, so yeah. Who do you want your Chargers to take in this? Who is the Chargers?
You need a tight end or a running back?
I don't even remember who's the Chargers general manager in this bad boy.
Is it my boy
Last call with Chris C.
Not my boy I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy. I don't know.
Broncos have like a slew of people.
That new?
Yeah.
That would not shock me, by the way.
Yeah, Broncos have a massive group. I was trying to trade with them, and it was like pulling the teeth because they had so many people they had to go through.
Right. Hold on, I gotta ask my 5 other people.
Yeah, I gotta ask my 5 other people on what they think about this trade offer. Oh wait.
Oh.
Let's get back to the mom. No, that's me. Yeah. So I think a lot of teams are trying to do trades, which is cool and everything here.
Right.
But I mean, if everybody's live and active like they are right now, it should not take 6 minutes to make your picks. We're over. I mean, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks in, and it started 30 minutes ago. They're gonna have to pick up the pace if they want it to end on time.
Right. I mean, definitely. Okay, I found the logo. The one that I'm looking for here.
Oh wait, I'm trying to trade confirmed with the Vikings. What?
What are the Vikings doing?
I'm trying to follow the chat. You know, we have the chat. So we have this is this is a very cool concept what we're doing. It's going to be a lot of hiccups probably the first couple, first time trying to figure it out. There's I think like 15 live war rooms for everybody's different podcasts for different teams. And anybody can jump around per podcast and track it. Then there's the one main podcast that's tracking the whole draft and picks and trades and talking about it in there. Then you have just people who aren't doing podcasts and just doing the draft themselves via Twitter or X. So then you have that going on. And then you have people trying to make trades and be having fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta have some fun, right?
Yeah, but the Vikings have 4 picks. If they've really just traded to come flying up the board from like 24, if that's true, that would be insane. Like the Vikings have holes, and they need every pick. I know they filled out a lot during free agency. So going back, so the Packers, we signed Aaron Banks, Nathan Hobbs, McCall Harmon in free agency, and all as well as Christian Welch, bringing him back as an inside linebacker. So we all thought that with the Aaron Banks signing, we would be out of the draft of another tackle in the first round because we took Jordan Morgan last year, and Rasheed Walker is a proven left tackle. But Rasheed Walker, with the homework we're doing with all the tackles and to Morgan, either we're not signing both Zach Tom or Rasheed Walker because we're doing so much homework because of this draft, or we're only going to sign one and find a future because Banks is locked up for a while, Jenkins. So I'm not going to say that the tackle position's out of the possibility in round 1. We've done a lot of homework on the top talent of offensive tackles and mostly left tackles, even though giving Banks a massive contract. We definitely need a corner, but the Packers seem kind of content. We haven't done a lot of homework on the corner position in the drafts preseason. I mean, we've met with like the big boys at the combine, but we haven't brought any big boy. The only big corner we brought in is Ravel out of Eastern Carolina, who's coming off an injury. The Packers love young injury-prone players.
Man, I really love him.
Yeah, I love Siobhan Ravel, but he is coming off another big injury. He is supposedly supposed to be healthy, but Packer fans all know too well about a corner who's never healthy and can't play, a.k.a. Jair Alexander, who's no longer on the team in this situation because I traded him to the Colts for 114 or 117 4th-round pick. So corner is definitely a need we're going to look at, but I don't think with the homework we're doing currently in the draft process that corner is going to be my pick unless one just like Will Johnson falls. If Will Johnson's there at 23, I'm taking Will Johnson, but I don't think he falls to 23.
What's with pick by hand, huh?
What's that? Well, they don't care. I mean, everybody else is doing it. They literally say this in the chat on X. Talk. There's no like the first rule is no names are off limits. Talk like it's your war room. Like people can tune in and listen. So, how
do you like the background?
I like that. That's very nice. Very nice touch. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Who just went? I didn't even see who just went. Jihad Campbell, linebacker out of okay. I loved, and that's the Carolina Panthers. All right, so if there was a linebacker to go here to Carolina, it's Jalen Carter, not Jihad Campbell. I love Jihad Campbell, but he's
Jalen Carter hasn't gone yet. Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter, right? That's right. Jalen. No, fuck, we're getting them confused. We're putting the Bible in the wrong spot. Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker. Sorry. So Jalen Walker should have been the pick there. Jihad Campbell is a true inside linebacker. I mean, he is not like Luke Kuechly talented. I love Jihad Campbell, but he's not Luke Kuechly. they traded away Brian Burns, and they desperately need pass rush. And Jalen Walker could easily
I
help.
don't think that the hot hand was getting much of a pass rush.
No, because he's a stand-up linebacker. Walker can put his hand in the dirt and give you a pass rush. So I like Campbell, but because of positional value, as an inside linebacker, Walker should have not been the pick there, or Campbell should have not been the pick there. So I'm not in love with that pick. Everybody's allowed to do whatever they like, obviously.
Look, no, look like that in the war room.
Oh yeah, So I think this is, knowing the Saints, it's either they're gonna go Jackson Dart here, or they're gonna go McMillan. And I don't think McMillan's a top 10 pick. I think there's other players that they should go there. Vader, you chunky little boy.
Look at him. He's fat.
He's a
I'm
fat
not
boy.
fat. I'm big bone.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, man, I can't. Thor. Oh, now I got my dogs. The wife's moving around upstairs. So, wow, I'm really. So let's.
What do you think they're taking here, Vision? I think they're undertaking. What is that? What was it? What's the pick?
It looks like it's gonna be Will Johnson.
What?
Yeah, it looks like.
What?
It looks like it's gonna be Will Johnson.
Who's in charge of the Saints?
Who do you think?
Hales?
Hales, baby. Hales is in
Hales,
charge.
what are you doing? Hales with fire in.
What's
I mean, I do love Will Johnson, but that kind of seems like the last of the need.
Yeah. I mean, I know it is a need. Remember, they traded away get down, son. They traded their corner to the Commanders. I can't think of his name.
Oh, yeah. That all them lazy.
Dude, the Saints, they're horrible drafters. Their franchise is trash. Mickey Loomis is garbage.
No, I feel like it gives them the Saints and it takes some oddball players.
Jackson Dart would make the sense because of what.
Have they been really after Jackson Dart?
There's been rumors. I don't know exactly. I haven't done homework on all 32 teams and their top 30 visits and interest. This is what I'm currently having to deal with, people. This thing right here, just staring at me. I got a big old turd dog right here who just wants daddy's attention and love. And here he comes. I guess say hello to the world call. Tell them everything. Tell them your feelings.
Why I'm letting them at them.
All right, you gotta get down. You gotta get down. I love you. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, but get down. And I lost my charger. He took down the charger.
I don't know.
All right, yeah. He texted me Will Campbell or Will Johnson. Will Campbell, I love that Will Campbell's tumbling. I don't get the Will Campbell.
Tumbling? He's still on the board?
He's still on the board. He is still on the board. Currently, the pick hasn't been officially announced on the spreadsheet, but he just put it in the chat just now. So Will Johnson, cornerback from Michigan, is the pick for the New Orleans Saints, which puts the New York Jets on the clock from making their trade down with the Chicago Bears and grabbing that King's ransom. And that's a big thing. The Jets need a lot. So that's a good pick for trading down.
That's how you do that.
But
that
I know the Jets wanted Brock Bowers badly last year. Badly.
Yeah. Did they lose Allen Tyler 1? They lost Allen Tyler 1, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. No, yeah, they did. Tyler Warren went 5th overall.
Where?
The Giants. The Giants traded down with the Jags, so the Jags could come up for Travis Hunter. which never going to happen. The Giants would not trade down to leave Hunter.
No, they're not going to trade down. I would head with that there's a 95% chance that taking whoever they want at that.
Oh yeah.
Number one.
They're definitely if it's I think Sanders is in play for the Giants at 3.
You know what I'm thinking is the Giants.
I know that they have Winston and Wilson, but none of those guys.
What if Carter is still there?
Carter was still there. They traded that out. It was they had pick 3. It was Ward and Sanders. They could have had Carter or Hunter, and they traded down, and then it was Hunter Carter, and then they took Warren. Okay, the New York Jets selected. They traded down, and they came and selected Armand Mbu, the offensive tackle from Missouri. I like that. I think he is in play at that point, and I am not shocked that he is the first offensive tackle taken in this draft. There is rumors that this could happen and that Will Campbell is not the first O-lineman off the board.
Mbu? Yeah, I like Mbu.
I like Mbu. He played right tackle at Missouri. There's a lot of people who think he has all the measurables and think he can play your left tackle position. But worst case scenario, you have a great tackle, and if he doesn't succeed there, I think it doesn't matter. Fields is going to be trash anyways.
Hey, at least he'll have some protection before he whatever he does.
He's just going to run the ball. That's all he does. He's the runner. There's nothing wrong with that. He's just he's not a quarterback. He can throw the ball, but he's not.
Playmaker.
Stop making him a starting quarterback. He's a playmaker. I've been saying this for years. It just gets frustrating. Oh, let's pay him to be a starting quarterback. Oh, okay, yeah, he's okay, but he's bottom half. He's in the 20s when you talk about starting quarterbacks. He had a winning record with the Steelers just last year, but that's because of the defense and the plays calling. You put him now in a bad situation with the Jets with no weapons, no offense, and no defense. He's going to suck, and you're going to be sitting there like, oh, God, we gave the money to Fields for 2 years, and now we're kind of tied to him. Fields is just stealing money from teams.
Yeah, who was that? There was a quarterback for a while that stealing money.
Chase Daniel.
Yeah, there we go. Another win.
He got rings, I thought. Did he get rings?
Yeah, he got rings.
He lived his best of life collecting money for a while. Wasn't he a Charger at one point?
Yes, he was. He's not bad.
No, he was good for what he was. All right, so we got San Francisco 49ers on the clock, the Cowboys, Dolphins, and Colts. So we're at pick 11. I mean, there's a lot of people on the board still. Honestly, Will Campbell makes sense for the Niners. Trent Williams is not getting any younger. That old line lost a lot of pieces. I mean, you can go Will Campbell. You can go God, and, I think Will Johnson would have made sense here.
Will Johnson? Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, I'm trying to scoot the dogs away. A trade announced. Hold on. All right. Vikings are sending pick 24 and 197. So the Vikings already just said, fuck it. They're not picking in round 1. They traded 24 and 97, their first and their third, to the Raiders for 37, 68, and 108. So they picked up one extra pick and moved down into the early second out of the first, picked up an early third and a late, I don't know where 108 lands. That's the early fourth. So they got rid of their seventh, or they got rid of their third and just picked up two. They pick up an earlier third and a fourth. That seems like adding 97 to that seems a little too much. They should have been able to keep 97, in my opinion. 24.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they needed to spend 97.
They dropped double digits out of the first round.
No, anytime you drop like that, you don't need to add it.
No, definitely a third.
No, I mean, they didn't know like a 6th round pick, but
yeah, that
third?
I think the Raiders just kind of
the Raiders
the Vikings there.
They got fleeced.
Yeah, that I'm not a huge fan of that trade for the. I mean,
Let's
that's
the pick for it. You know, it all matters from it.
Well, speaking of the Packers, sorry, jump in here really quickly. You're talking about the Packers and not doing a lot of homework on corners, and Chris, Mikal Robinson, corner, Tulane. Anything? I don't even know who that is.
I mean, you're the one that likes Tulane more than I do.
Yeah, I know, but hold on, I gotta go.
That's not my school.
I was not in the. I've watched 30, almost 40 corners, and he's not one of them. So,
I mean, that's why you had a scouting department.
Yeah, Mike doesn't even have him as a draftable.
Mike, you put me something earlier.
Oh, I'm trying to find this kid. This is definitely. It looks like a UDFA type of bring in. Holy shit! Yeah, I am. Did I say it was Robinson, right?
I think. Yeah.
I'm sitting here just trying to find him.
Are you putting that the right name?
Yeah, Mike has him as a UDFA. He has him as cornerback 70. But man. My brother.
How about we just
he collects all of it from everybody. He gets all the big websites and puts them all into one to get a base ranking, and then he scouts them. So Mikal Robinson, for the most people, is considered undraftable. I mean, the Packers have done that. Packers will use some of their top 30 visits for priority UDFA, or they're just going to take a swing in the 7th round. So Mikal Robinson is going to have to be added to my list to see if I can even find homework or tape on this kid. Okay. Well, I mean, we're doing some homework on corners, just not bringing in top guys. All right. So we're still waiting for the Niners.
That's kind of putting their hands to the fact that they're not that corner's not necessarily.
It's not a need. They don't view it as a need.
It's not been an interest.
Yeah, it literally. I mean, they've met with some at Senior Bowl. They met with Ravel, Morrison, and Quincy at the Combine. But
Wilson?
Quincy Riley.
Oh, Quincy Riley. I like Quincy Riley.
I do too. But all of our homework has been on offensive line, edge rushers, wide receivers. So it literally looks like our first 3-round picks are going to be those positions. We have not done anything on corners. Ravel is the only corner, if I recall correctly, that we brought in for a top 30 visit. Ravel could be a 2nd rounder. I could see us taking Ravel.
I feel like that's when that's his top.
Yeah.
He's not getting into the 1st round.
No, Mike Green just went to the San Francisco 49ers.
No, that's not the first time we've seen Mike Green to the Niners.
No, it's not. But with his sexual assault allegations 2 times at 2 different states.
No, I think that the Niners dealt with that one linebacker a couple years ago.
Oh God, the linebacker from Alabama, right?
Yeah, I want to say.
Yeah, but that was a whole different general. Like that was a whole different GM. I
That
don't
was
think that
a
was.
done thing.
Yeah, I like Mike
And they
Green.
traded him.
But he went over he went over Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker is still on the board.
Walker's still on the board.
Like, if I walk away with Jalen, last draft we did, I was the Packers. I traded up 4 spots to get in front of you, if you recall. Or just 3 spots to get in front of you to make sure I got Jalen Walker. I knew he was probably not a guy you're going to take, but I didn't know if you were doing homework on anybody or if anybody was contacting you about trading up. Jalen Walker will not fall out of the top 10, folks. I don't know why draft communities don't take Jalen.
Are they viewing him like a Trayvon Walker?
I really don't know what's going on here.
Is there a red flag?
No, there's nothing on Walker. Like Walker, his ceiling, his floor.
I think that's my problem with Walker. I mean, let me look at my notes.
Walker's floor, for every expert right now who like pundit, expert, analysis, whatever you want to say for the NFL draft, is that Carolina is his floor. So number 8. I mean, the Saints, I would think, would be his floor, but they're saying like if Walker is on the board at 8, it's a done deal that Walker is going to Carolina.
Yeah, no, I had him as my number 2. Yeah, that's my Parsons. Parsons was my top to Jalen Walker. This is a guy that. Oh, I just went up in the ear. Oh, haha! This one's in the war room. Well, everything. Wow. So we don't need an email this and class. Hopefully we can get back. Yeah, no, my notes on Jalen Walker were a Parsons type player. Oh no. Not on your phone. Not on your phone. Not on your phone. Oh no. So his laptop completely broke. Hold the power button. Like, there it is. And I don't even have the list, so I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, sorry, folks. My computer just utterly and completely just like froze, locked up, and everything. I am hopefully not out a computer. That was weird.
It takes a lot of processing power to run this program.
Well, that probably doesn't help. That I had the processing this open, plus I had like 3 other things open. I needed to probably, just have one thing because I had the Twitter open, I had this open, I had like, and then trying to share. All right, my computer did reopen, so that's good. It did turn back on and off.
Oh, good.
So hopefully, I can get back in. Why did it go black? How did it go dark mode on me? Is this the right one? No, dude. I don't know how that's like. It's funny how like you can still open the old Streamlabs. Like even though it's not like open anymore, if you put in the wrong Streamlabs, it'll take you to the old site and let you sign in.
I know, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's like
I have the link on my browser and I have to delete that link.
Yeah, that's what happened the first time. I was like, this isn't it. This is the old one. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah, but it went dark mode on me now. That's what. Did you change it to dark mode?
No,
Black on my screen. It was white earlier. I don't
I
have a
did
problem with
not.
it being.
But I do like the dark mode better. It's
Yeah,
better
I do
now.
too. All right.
We're
back.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back and reopen the sheet. Ugh. Let's see if we missed a pick while that all crazy. Mike Green, yep. Yeah, that trade. All right, McMillan went to the Cowboys at
Now that's a
12.
spot I can see him landing on.
Yeah, they definitely. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys have been missing a second wide receiver along Lamb for a very long time.
But they had Cooper for a while.
Cooper. Oh, Amari. Yeah, since they traded Amari, they've been hurting for another wide receiver. You know, they have Turpin, who's a solid little choice.
There we go. That was
Yeah. Yeah, now we're back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Every time we do mock draft stuff, we have technical difficulties. It's ridiculous. All right, so that means so we were talking about Green and that Jalen Walker's falling. I could see the Cowboys jumping on Jalen Walker if he's there. They need somebody who, because Mikel Parsons, he needs a running mate, and he's injured a couple times. And are they going to pay him? That's the other thing too. They just paid Dak and CeeDee. Can they pay him too?
Remember that Cleveland rumor like a month ago about that in Cleveland?
Yeah, it's funny at this time. Okay, I missed it. I don't know if you noticed that somebody had Devin, the edge rusher for the Colts, right here before the Dolphins pick. I'm telling you, if Jalen Walker keeps I'm about to, if he falls, all right. If Jalen Walker,
they're on the phone, they're on the horn trying to move up.
Yeah, I mean, look, because right here they're putting somebody's typing in Devin. I can't say his last name. The edge from Boston College. So
wow.
So Ozoraiku. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, because the Dolphins took Will Campbell. Will Campbell finally win. Okay, there we go.
Will Campbell, that's a steal for the Dolphins.
Yeah. So the Dolphins now got their left tackle with Armstead retiring. So they easy pick there for the Dolphins. And then then Devin falls to the Colts, which I think they jump all over Colston Loveland here.
Yeah,
but I mean, the one guy who is the Colts GM, he knows his stuff. He does follow them pretty well, and he does spew out a lot of stuff. GM? The Colts GM is, hold on, I gotta go look. The Colts GM, where is he at? This is not in any order. The Colts GM is Robin Lucas. Robin's Lucas. He knows his stuff. So, but I'm a little shocked. So the Packers might be getting on the clock here soon. I'm trying to think. All right, we're at 23. It's pick 15 right now. The Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons, let's be honest, they should be running up to the fucking podium right now for Jalen Walker. Like, straight up running to the podium. I love Donovan. Okay. Yeah, I'm messaging people. Like I don't think
down the horn and hey, move up here.
Yeah.
And then what else would you? I mean, what's your backup plan if Jalen Walker exit goes?
If Jalen Walker goes, I mean, I went and traded up for Jalen Walker last time, so I don't know if I want to. I mean, I think I would look at Michael Williams. That's a very
Yeah, that's
Packer pick.
definitely a backup pick.
That is a
Like,
Packer pick through and through.
like not much on the plate, but the raw score is good.
The raw young athletic ability that he is. Hopefully, they can produce him.
Like Devontae Wyatt type guy.
Yeah. Matthew Golden, we've done a lot of homework. We brought him in for a visit. We've gone to his pro day. So if he is there,
I love all the hype right now. Hold on, the anti-hype. Have you seen the anti-hype now? Like everyone's like, I just don't see why everyone's so high on that and Golden. Like the dude is wide open, and he's facing the best corners in the SEC.
yeah. Yeah. I would. So I love Matthew Golden, but we have Matt. That's our whole team is Matthew Golden. I would want a Tet. Like my brother's not in love with Tet McMillan, but we need a big body. We need that. We need a big body guy who goes and gets the ball.
What do you need the guy that kind of like him already to stay healthy?
No, because Watson is not that. Watson does not go and get the ball. He never does. That's never been his game. He lets the ball come to him, and he hopes that he can outrun his defender. I would love to get McAdams back, but we need a true one who like 4. Jaden Higgins, Nick Nash. I don't know if you've watched Nick Nash from freaking San Jose State.
No, I haven't watched.
Oh my god, dude so smooth and quick off the ball. And there goes Michael Williams.
So
Michael Williams went to the Atlanta Falcons. So there goes
Jalen Walker
over Jalen Walker. What is happening here? Okay. So the Cardinals are on the clock. All right. So the Cardinals, they could go Jalen Walker as well. They need an edge. They could go tackle. I'm just trying to now plan this out. The Bengals don't. They could go like everybody right now. The Cardinals can go edge. The Bengals could go edge. Every team in front of me right now, the next 4 picks could all go Jalen Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals, Bengals, Seahawks, Buccaneers all need an edge. See, I want Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker shouldn't be here. But I also just want to go a different route this time. And I want to keep picks.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here.
Hang on a minute.
What's that?
Let the board fall.
Let the board fall. Because we who we also talking to, Chris? Harold Fanning.
Oh, my dog. It's my dog.
Dude, like he gets a wide receiver. I mean, you could throw him out at wide receiver, like just a big slot wide receiver.
If you have Musgrave.
Yeah, Musgraves is the same. Oh god.
I mean.
Oh, Washington is interested in moving up.
Oh, that's all I'm thinking about getting them. Wow.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go talk to the Commanders and see what they're offering. Let's see if we can get a trade. Like, do we hold? I'm gonna message the Commanders here. Let's see if we can get some trade action and trading back. I really like a lot of players here. The Commanders have only a couple picks behind us. They're pick 29, so we could drop back. We could drop back 6 picks and potentially maybe pick up a 4th, and add in. I mean, I think the Packers could be on the play here to drop out or drop back for a team. They could need a corner. They could go for an edge. They could use a tackle. They could be looking at Kevin Banks.
Right.
Hold on. What are we thinking here? All right, let's hold on. Let's see. Because somebody was nice enough, and they had like the point calculator on here somewhere. I thought they did.
Yeah,
I thought I saw. I mean, they had the points right here. Okay, here's the points. Okay, so pick 245. All right, so our pick is worth 245. The Commanders, there's 202. So
no, I don't need to put much.
we need 43. We need 43 points to make up the difference.
Right. So that is like a third round pick.
Yeah,
A third and a fifth.
86 would be too much. So let's
What round pick?
Yeah, let's see what this third round pick is for. They don't have a third.
Okay. Well, they don't have enough ammo then. No, they don't talk about ammo.
Yeah, fuck.
Remember like the Patriots for like.
All right, their next pick is 128, which is only 19 points. I'll be nice and say it's 19. So we're still 24 points apart.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not enough news from them.
No, I could get, but that's a round 4 pick. Maybe if I get their 5th. Hold on. All right. I'm still looking. Jeez, they don't have the picks. And I'm not playing future picks. Sorry, folks. This is
I hate that.
Oh God, yes. Yeah, I mean it would have to be a future pick because we're 24 points apart if I got their next 2 picks. Hold on,
They don't have a third round pick?
They have, all right. So their picks are 29, 60. They're going to have to give me 61 is too much because that's 86 points. I would have to give them something else. Yeah, I would have to. That's what's going to have to be. They're going to have to give me their first and set. All right. Let's just. I'm at 2. What was it? I'm 240 something. They're 202, and I'm 245. All right, 245. Hold on. Let's get there. 202 and 86. That's 288. I minus my 202 or my 245. Right. And now we're 43 points apart there. Now, let me – oh, shit. Let's go do some mathing. Mathing is mathing. We all love to math.
I hate math.
I could give them my 3rd round pick, and that's 48. So they could give me their 1st and their 2nd, and I give them my 1st and my 3rd. So I wouldn't have a 3rd. I just have 2 seconds. I don't know if I like that.
I'm about to do that, dude.
What's that?
I'm trying to figure out what to eat.
Oh, trying to figure out what you're trying to eat.
I'm starving. I don't have anything. I don't have anything that is like quick.
All right, Arizona Cardinals went Jahad Barron, cornerback from Texas.
I can see that.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I like Barron.
That dog. I think just move down around too.
Yeah, you
don't have to stay outside, go inside, go all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could trade back with the Commanders.
I wouldn't do it.
No, I don't like the thing that makes sense is giving them my 3rd to get their 2nd.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have the same amount of. I don't like doing 2 for 2. If I'm falling back, I want picks. I don't want to.
I would rather stay where you're at. Who's up right now?
The clock right now. Hold on. Sorry, I was doing math, so I lost where we're currently on the map. Let's scroll all the way back up here. So we got the Cincinnati Bengals on the clock. They could go tackle or guard. They could take Kevin Banks here, give him a left tackle. They can go Justin Simmons, go in state at tackle. They can go Jalen Walker. All right, I just told the Commanders GM I can't.
Well, I'm out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. DoorDash something. You tell him. Oh, wait. Who just went? Malachi Starks to the Bengals.
The Bengals?
Yeah. The Bengals. I wonder how. Oh, Chris. I can't tell you. Tyler called me because I know he called you too.
Oh, yeah. Don't say anything. He tried to call me, but
we need to get Tyler on here because that shit is insane. Like the current landscape of college football with the NIL and portal is absolutely insane.
That news huh?
It's yes.
Yeah, I told Tyler I was going to be available at 5:30, but he never did call me.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him.
Oh.
Me and him were.
And then I got caught up on this, so.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell?
Well, he was he had to go into a football meeting too.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in NFC.
Yeah. Holy.
I'm having bread. Is that?
Yeah, no, I'm DMing people trying to make things happen.
Okay, okay. Oh, maybe I lost my service.
No, I'm still here. I'm sorry. It's a lot. This like watching this live happen and then also try to figure out everything else is insane.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it.
No. Oh my God. Somebody just said, "Are you trying to come up for Luther Burden?" I'm like, "No."
What?
Not even close to the right fucking.
And then you got that dog in them though. I feel like most of them just hit their back, but not really the kind of guy you're looking for if you want to call.
Yeah, and people want you to say it. Like, no, I'm not going to say it in the chat because I don't want to. Like, if he falls to me, I don't want somebody coming trading up for him right now in front of me.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I love Luther Burden, but Luther Burden is on the board here. Like, that's not somebody who shouldn't be on the board right now.
Yeah, no,
like, he should be on the board. Yeah.
Also, sorry, I'm making Boston. I'm part of the block box and I'm back.
It sounds like the Seahawks might be MIK. They might take my guy here. It sounds like it's going to be an admin pick here at the Seahawks. Oh, no, he just answered. He's here. He's here. He looks familiar, too.
What's his name?
At Lethal 49.
Oh, I believe McRoy.
Yeah. He's been around. He's been in the game for a minute. Oh, God. All right. Do I take Walker here for a guy I've done pick
Go
before,
and pick them. That's
or do I go
available.
differently and like go Michael Will or not Michael, he's taken, but Matthew Golden.
But that's way on the board to pick the best player.
I also like I want to do something different, so I would like to trade back and maybe take a Buka. We brought in a Buka, like trade back and maybe get a Buka and add a couple picks.
Are you on the board?
No, it's still the Seahawks pick.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, you got a couple picks to go.
yeah, I still got a couple picks. It's pick right now, pick 18, and I'm 23.
Okay.
And you're right in front of me, the Chargers. So I'll be curious how much you.
Someone else. Yeah.
Let's see.
I was offered someone offered Jim offered the Chargers and then
What's that?
Jim offered the Chargers and he wanted me to do this, but
Well, yeah.
I just don't have the time.
Oh, you have the time. Stop making excuses. You're
I
here
don't
right.
want to know it. I don't want to do it.
You didn't have. You're just afraid you would get wrapped into being an admin again.
That's
You have,
exactly it.
you have to say no.
I didn't say no.
Yeah. Are you going to be an admin for the freaking Mega Mock for Bill?
Oh, is that next week?
Not next. Is it next week? It's the week before the draft, right?
Yeah, I think that's next week. No, I'm not having that. I don't even
I haven't
know.
heard anything about that either, so I don't know what's happening with that.
I thought that was it.
There it is.
Oh, is that?
No, never mind. Some assholes fucking. I hate that there's no rule that you're allowed to talk about it in the chat.
Man. I'm making some pasta.
You making some pasta? Yeah, the guy literally put him in there.
I mean, putting down by now.
Yeah, exactly.
This Platinum on Black Net is going to be like one of the biggest falls ever.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wonder why. Like, what happened?
Yeah, some guy posted it in there. I gave him the shh, don't say anything. Oh, God. 10 picks. All right. So I have the Cleveland Browns messaging me saying, am I willing to trade down from 23 to 33? So I wouldn't pick tonight. I don't know if that.
But what's the what else?
He's saying, what do I want? Why can't make me an offer?
No, I'm going to do that and then I do the cleansing thing.
So that's pick one of round 2. I would be on the clock. All right, so that's pick one. That pick is worth 180, and I'm worth 245.
And so you would have to do like a third round or a second round, a third round hit or something.
Yeah, because that's 65-point difference. So the Cleveland Browns have 180. I thought they had another second rounder. Let's see. Maybe they don't.
I think they did too.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would need their first. I would need their second and third round pick. That would be about equal. I could throw that. That would be a 10-point difference more to my end. So I could throw them something, a late pick in this, like, maybe one of my 6, maybe my 6.
I love how I'm just making dinner well.
Yeah, I could send him my 5th round pick, which is worth 9 points.
When the blitz start tomorrow?
What's that?
Oh, but no. Oh, I forgot we had a show tomorrow.
He's offered me 33, 94, and my second round pick next year. No, I'm not giving up a second round pick now. He wants my. Oh wait, he's gonna give me a 33, 94, and a 2026 second round pick. I would get a second next year, a second this year, and a third for my first this year.
You know how I feel about picks next year, right?
I know. I hate that shit. I hate picks next year. But he's giving me 94 and oh no, wait. Yeah. He's giving me a second and his third and not asking me to give a pick back this year.
What?
Yeah.
Man, that's tempting.
I know.
That's tempting. But it has to do with losing out on Dylan Walker.
On who?
On Walker.
Yeah, I know.
And the other guys, too.
I'm talking.
He's thinking it over.
Yeah, I am thinking it over. I want to see. All right, Matthew Golden to the Seahawks.
What?
Yeah, the
That's
Seahawks
good.
took Matthew
That's
Golden.
good. That's my boy Lee with the break hit there.
Fuck. All right. All right. So Tampa Bay is on the clock, then the Broncos, Steelers, and then the Chargers, and I'm after them.
I like that hit now, by the way. That's a great hit. Him and Garrett.
He just said if the player he wants is in, that pick is not going in. That offer is not going anywhere. I just asked who is his player so I can know. If he'll tell me. If he doesn't tell me, he doesn't tell me. Because Golden was going to be my guy. I was going to go different.
Right.
I was going to go different.
Now the player is on the board. I mean, the guy.
Yeah, I was going to go different there with Golden. But now you probably – but Jalen Walker – that's the other thing. All right, so here's my thing. Jalen Walker is not going to be on the board here. No. It's not going to happen. As much as I would love for it to happen, it's not happening. Walker is not going to get out of the top 10 picks. So I don't want to make a pick in a mock that's not really going to be realistic here. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make this an exercise that's realistic in my eyes.
For the pattern.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be Brian. So when I do mock machine engines.
What is this?
What's that?
What if somehow, some way, some crazy thing happens and
I've already done that though. I've done that exercise. The last mock we were in, Walker fell down and I took him. I don't want to do it back-to-back mocks. I want to do a different exercise.
I know. Who's the target now?
So Matthew Golden was going to be my target. He's
and gone.
So there's nobody now that I'm in love. Michael Williams is gone.
Get out of there.
He wants to. So the Browns want to come up for Luther Burden, the third.
That's good.
Yeah, they want Luther Burden, the third. I think he's there at 33.
I think he's there really as well, but you don't know about like the Ravens or the Bills, maybe.
Oh, God damn it. Hold on.
What?
Trades are trying to happen right now. Somebody's trying to get to pick on the clock right now.
Oh,
Broncos are trying to trade back.
The Broncos are not going to play out of this pick.
No, wait. Who's Jolene? Jolene's saying 30 and 62 for 20. So who's 30? Who's trying to come flying up the board?
That is
the Bills. The Bills could come and ruin the plans of my trade if they want Burden.
Oh yeah. They're trying to get Burden on something. Or they're trying to get Jalen Walker. The Bills need an edge rusher. Right?
They do, yeah. No, they brought Boza in this year.
No, my boy.
Yeah. I think I'm going to trade this pick. Yeah, because hold on. I wanted to look. All right. So let's see. No, oh God, Shamar Stewart's on the board.
Oh my God.
Never gonna happen. Anybody out there, if you want Shamar Stewart for the Green Bay Packers, you're in the wrong war room. Never gonna happen. Garbage.
I know. Mike cried. Mike is like, no, come on.
Mike's crying. He wants me to take him, and no.
I don't think Mike likes him that much, though. Not in the first round.
Mike would jump all over Shamar Stewart at pick 20.
What?
Not even a doubt. So yeah, I can't take Shamar. James Pierce is on the board. Oh, I could go James Pierce.
Yeah, they have them rumors.
Dude, we met with him at the combine and we brought him in for a top 30 visit.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
I like that kid.
I like that.
But
if Jalen Walker is there, I don't know if I could take James Pierce over Walker. But again, I know that exercise. But see, I don't want to take edge again. I've done that exercise. I've taken edge. I don't know what to do. I don't like this. I'm panicking. I'm panicking, Chris.
Well, that's player available.
Pierce would be my next best available. Abuka. I don't want to reach on Abuka. I don't think.
Oh, that's a big old reach right there. I mean, I got a mid-second round range on Abuka. But that's just me. I don't really think he's bad pressure. He's not another one receiver, that's for sure.
What's that?
He's not a number one in my opinion.
No, but he's gonna be like he's just so
good.
he's good. He's gonna be no, you're fine. I'm just trying to he could be JSN.
No, not JSN.
He's that smooth. He does everything. He does nothing bad and everything really good. And let's go ahead. Tell me the last Ohio State wide receiver that was not good. All right. I can stop panicking. Jalen Walker just went to the Bucs.
Okay. All right.
Finally. Thank God.
The Bucs got to finish still the glass so far.
Yeah.
Who's the Buccaneers? Yeah. Props to that guy. He got a home run and he walked into a meatball.
Yeah.
Well, the Browns still on the line or what?
What's that?
Are the Browns still in?
Yeah, the Browns said as long as Luther Burden the third is on the board at pick 23, they're up for it. So I mean, we got the Broncos who should go wide receiver or tight end. Colston Loveland's here. You were probably sitting here just pounding the table hoping for Loveland to fall 3 more picks.
I am.
Because it's only the Broncos and Steelers, and then you're on the clock.
I don't think the Steelers would pick one.
No, it's just the Broncos. The Broncos either go, I think, Hampton or Loveland, or they trade out for somebody to come up. I know Joel. What's that?
No, Williams the GM?
She's one of the GMs, yeah.
Oh. One of them. Okay.
Yeah, they're the ones that have like 6 GMs.
That's what they would call it, but okay. Did I say that right on there? I just did.
All right, hold on. There's something right here from an hour ago. No surprise here. The Packers are never going to pass on a great deal just because the draft is in Green Bay. I told still doubt they trade all the way through, maybe it's a few spots back. I'm told Gutekunst, if it's the best thing for the Packers to trade out of the first round, go ahead. All right, just because the Packers are holding the draft, the owner or the CEO, Mark Murphy, told Gutekunst it's okay to trade out even though we're hosting the draft.
Right. You don't have to make a sell. You know. That's
Oh God, what am I trying to think?
So who was on the board?
Trade up.
Hmm?
Somebody else is wanting to contact me.
And then they're offering in Cleveland, though.
Yeah.
Cleveland offers been good, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, coasted Loveland went to the Broncos.
All right, I hate the Broncos. Ever more than I ever did. I hope you crash and you never get anything good.
The Cincinnati guy is trying to trade Trey Hendrickson.
That makes sense. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no first round hit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not trading a first.
I mean, I could, but I mean, he will.
Oh, what about Omari Hampton for you? Would you be mad?
I would not be mad about that. That's no. That's my number one running back available right now. If Benson went and Benson was my second running back.
Oh wait, hold on. Somebody just said Burden.
From the Chargers?
I don't know. Hold on. No, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if he's saying he's the Steelers and he's picking for the Steelers. No, he's a Rams beat writer. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is about. He's just saying Burden.
I would lose my mind. I'm not gonna lie. But maybe I'm not that high on both in this round.
No, yeah, he's asking why I'm not interested for Trey Hendrickson. I was like, oh, New England Patriots traded up for Luther Burden. That's what just happened.
What?
Oh no, I could just be out of my fucking trade, guys.
Yes, you are.
Because he wanted Burden, and he said if Omari Hampton's still there, he's still good with the trade. But if the Chargers take Hampton, I'm fucked.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely fucked. Clear cut.
Hold on. And Shamar Stewart to the Chargers.
Are you serious?
Shamar Stewart to the Chargers.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Are you serious? This guy isn't serious. This guy's trash. Oh, there's no way in the heck this is happening. That's never gonna happen. There's not even a rumor that the Cardinals are looking at him. What a disgrace. That's an absolute joke. This man is fired.
Wow. Yeah.
This man's trash. He's a rotten trash.
Yep. All right. We have officially traded the pick.
That's absolute nothing. Dog shit.
Okay, hold on. I need to know the admins. All right, I need to.
I hate that. There's no way that's ever happening. Well, that's not what's gonna happen. The person will not be interested in Shamar Stewart. That guy is calling a target play on this one and says, "Oh, I'm gonna take him."
Oh God, I'm trying to think of all the admins. There's like 8 of them, so it's now trying to announce it all. The Saints are messaging me saying, "Take my trade," offering more, and says they'll send me a 30 rack of beer as well on top of it.
Hell.
Yep. Jesus, people are. All right, I'm trying to find the admins. Who are all the admins? Nobody's answering my accidentals. Another one. None of them are checking their damn freaking. I don't know if accidentals is still somebody I follow. There he is.
Post in the chat, but hey, afraid of the minute.
I'm trying to do this the right way, Chris. Oh, Amira, get down. I'm under attack by dogs.
That damn post is failed.
See, the problem is I don't even see where the admins are at. There's like not a list of them. Here we go.
Really?
Yeah, I've already. I've messaged them all and not a single one has responded to it.
I was still hot in that chat, that online thing.
Yeah. I just had to put in the chat. Admins, can you please check your damn DM? The Packers are going to trade their pick, y'all. You've already heard it. We are going to get pick 33, pick 94, and a 2026 second, and we're giving up our pick overall 23 here. So we're not going to be picking tonight. We'll have pick 1 of round 2. We'll have 2 picks. We'll have 4 picks tomorrow, so that should be a fun day.
You know what sucks? is reacted to the mock tomorrow.
Oh, I know. Okay, fuck it. I'm just announcing it. Nobody else. None of the. Yeah. All right. Sorry. I just fucking said fucked it. Yeah. Assuming you're keeping. So now the Cincinnati Bengals are messaging me about pick 33. Teams are already all over pick 33.
How about this player for this minute, huh?
Yeah.
I did it. No.
Hold on. Yeah, I like how you have 8 admins. You DM them all a trade, and not a single one. But Jolie had to step up and tell them and says, "I'll approve it." So you have all these admins. I DM them all, and not a single one wants to respond to me.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
They have 8 admins for nothing. Come on. And the Cardinals tweeted him and back some dog shit. I'm not getting on this next news. I'm never out of retirement.
So, Chris, you're not happy with Shamar Stewart?
I wouldn't make it happen in the ultimate universe when Stewart.
If you want to know, Cleveland Browns traded up for Omari Hampton.
I'm absolutely disgusted.
Yeah, there's no way. Apparently, they don't know Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh will not take Shamar Stewart. That is not a Jim Harbaugh player.
No. They're not looking at it. They have more odds of hitting a dog.
Yeah. Calvin Banks makes more sense.
Yeah, no. That
Yeah. That's fucking great.
But if they watch the whole thing and just block off the thing from the note now.
I think I'm going to drop off now since the Packers are done. And then I'm just going to follow it on Twitter and then catch up we will be. So fans, everybody, this is round 1. We are live tomorrow, Chris and I, for our, we're going to do at least a 3-round mock draft ourselves tomorrow. It's just going to be me and Chris for a full 3-round mock draft.
Okay.
We had a chat. That's funny. It highlights the chat, but there's no chat there. But yeah, tomorrow, tune in to the Mocking With You podcast. We will be live at 7:30 our normal time when we are doing our 3-round mock draft. So tune in for that tomorrow as well. I'm not going to go live with the draft room tomorrow. This rounds 2 and 3 will be live from 6:30 until when it ends. So I will be making the picks before we go live. Luckily, with pick 33, I can make that way before we go live here. So that's great. But I'm going to go ahead. What's that?
The one of them right before the podcast, but whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm not going to be worrying about doing it right before. Not for one. So I'll be all right. But I'm going to go ahead. I got to let the dogs out. I know you want to go eat, so I'll let you go.
Golden.
Yeah. All right. But I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll see you out tomorrow.
Bye.